Yes, indeed. B Marsh Boxing back at it with the post-fight review. Just my immediate reactions and my first thoughts on Errol Spence's first interview back from his horrific car accident that potentially almost took his life. You know what I mean? And from what I've noticed from this Errol Spence first interview on Fox for the whole country to see him live and direct, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. His speech sounds slurred. You know what I mean? His speech kind of sound effed up. You know what I'm saying? Really and truly. You know what I'm saying? And you could see some facial lacerations above his right eye. And mostly around the right side of his face. You know what I'm saying? Because the left side of his face, was I really couldn't see it too well because the camera was showing his right side. You know what I mean? His speech sounds slurred. He said, my kids, having my kids." Like you could tell either the man's tongue got swollen, or the man got dentures in his mouth or something. You know what I mean? Because I did hear he had some kind of some lost teeth or something. So the man said, yeah, he's pretty confident. He says he can't really talk too much about the car accident stuff because there's still legal issues pending with this fight. You know what I mean? As obvious, if you don't know, the guy caught a DUI from this situation, and he says he doesn't want a tune-up fight. He wants to come back immediately and fight the best of the best. He called out guys like Pacquiao. That's whom he'd like to fight next. He said if it wasn't for the car accident, of course, in January, he'd be fighting Danny Garcia. That was a fight I was looking forward to seeing. People be calling Danny Garcia a cherry picker, and especially now because he's fighting. I even forgot who he's about to fight again on Showtime. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, he was about to go in there with the man Errol Spence. But that's neither here nor there. Errol Spence's speech sound effed up, man. I can't lie about that. My Hero Academia says the man has dental work done. If you couldn't tell, I could tell, and I mentioned that. Like they probably worked on his dentures or something. Like them fellas probably had, like his tongue got swollen, or because I mentioned that that he did lose some teeth, so that's probably what it is. You know what I mean? Main Boxing Biker says, "Damn, I hope he really on soon." Yeah, he'll be back soon, man. I mean, the man ain't just gonna be talking for nothing. I believe everything he says. If he's gonna be back in the spring of next year, I believe it 100%. He talked about he's been spending time with his family and his daughters. He really had the big, heavy tongue. You know what I'm saying, and really looked like he really couldn't open his mouth wide. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the man's jaw is still, maybe still has some kind of fragments of being wired up and stuff, you know what I mean? But I was real curious to see how the man sounds, and sure enough, man, the man's speech sounds slurred. I'm not gonna say he sounds punch drunk, you know what I mean? But he definitely sounds effed up. It don't sound like the not normal Errol Spence with that Texas Southern draw that he has, you know what I mean? Yes, indeed. My Hero Academia, man, you talking to me like you said if you couldn't tell, man, you came to this video and you heard me say them fellas probably had some dental work. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna come here. I never even seen you on my channel. You ain't gonna be coming here acting like you smarter than everybody else. I could tell very well. You heard? You know what I'm saying? I do the necessary and hit the thumbs up. You know what I'm saying? Tax Tack in the chat says his face was greasier than my grandma's chicken. Tax Tack, you funny dog. He says the dude's lips always greasy, but this time his whole face looks scarred up. Yeah, man, you could see the facial lacerations. You know what I mean? You could see like above his eye, above his right eye and below, like around the cheekbone area. You check it. So I wish him the best. You know what I mean? He's a young man. You know what I'm saying? And it's his career. I'm not going to judge him. We all make mistakes. Nobody's perfect. The man, I'm sure if he doesn't learn from this situation, then once if this happens to him again, then he obviously didn't learn from the first time, from his first mistake. And that's just the circle of life. You know what I mean? Some of us learn from our own mistakes. you know a smart person, but a wise person also learns from others mistakes, so they don't repeat the same um the same things that the next person did. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, hit that thumbs up. Be Marsh Boxing. If you're new to the channel, please share and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about the man Errol Spence first interview back on PBC on Fox in front of the whole country. You got to give him props. He couldn't really talk too much about the case, but got to give him credit for not hiding and coming in front of TV. You know, the word on the street was he was going to show his face on December 28th at the Atlanta show featuring Javante Davis and Uriel Kiss Gamboa, but nah, he came out a week before Christmas, a few days before Christmas, and he's showing face. You know what I mean? Um, Tax says he had some of those scars since after the Sean Porter fight. His dentures don't fit though. True indeed. Main Boxing Biker says I prefer him come back next fall for real. Hey man, I want him to come back when he's ready. You know what I mean? If he feels he's ready and ready to fight the best of the best, come back when as soon as possible because I'm ready to see him back in the ring. Big ups to Main Boxing Biker Tax, My Hero Academia. Big ups to everybody in the chat. Leave your thoughts and comments, and I'm out of here. Peace. And let me know what y'all thought about Errol Spence's speech and how he looked in his first interview back. I'm gone.